approaching the ruins of the Thirsty Alpaca, Nirkaj witnessed an address given by the leader of the Stone-Scale Kobolds, known as the Adamant, expressing their history through the rich and noble oral tradition they have upheld for centuries. Nick was unexpectedly named their ambassador to their reintroduction into surface society. Meanwhile, within Morlibin's shop, the heroes discovered the detailed notes left behind by the half-elf Telford Rawline. Morlibin relayed little of the incredibly vast detail upon the pages, but pointed the heroes toward the study and diagram of the Crimson Fulcrum lens. Morlibin continued to advise the party to keep eyes out for the other lenses of Ochre, Emerald, and Ebon make. And as tensions rose with Lump's possession of the furious Crimson lens, Tulok warned Longsaddle and the guardsmen to be on the lookout for Rawline. Returning again to the vaults with more questions than answers, the heroes steered along a path that led to a room filled with mushrooms and mold along the narrow, stony halls. And with furious action, Lump swallowed a tonic and breathed fire all along those untrustworthy fungi.
I know my disdain for certain foods has come up on the show before, at least on the network, specifically pineapple. I believe in our pineapple on pizza episode, because I just cannot stand pineapple.
You didn't even say anything.
I mean, that's why I left, because it's awful. I just can't even, like, just the thought of pineapple makes me uncomfortable.
It's so
sometimes.
delicious.
I disagree.
Peanut colada?
And lovely. No, absolutely not. I don't really do Caribbean fruits.
What do you drape on your pigs when you're roasting?
Because banana's another one.
No banana? Not a big banana guy.
No, banana's the other one. Like I can't stand pineapple. I actively loathe banana.
Plantain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, loves a good plantain.
Never had one.
It's kind of like a halfway between a pineapple and a banana. So
if I don't like regular sized bananas, I'm not gonna like more concentrated, smaller bananas.
Oh, they're actually way more savory. So I don't know. I fuck with plantains. I don't like bananas.
I don't know if that would help. I don't think more umami is what banana's missing. I think texture, flavor.
It's like significantly firmer. Oh, it's significantly firmer is what I'm saying. Like, it is a completely different texture. Anyways,
but
continue.
The flavor profile is what does it for me. Because as a kid, I would go to the dentist and he would give me bubblegum and banana flavored fluoride, and now I can't stand either of those flavors.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I was wondering if there's a food that you hate because of a seminal memory, or something that you just can't fuck with anymore because somebody like in a profession or something else like that ruined it for you.
So there's a very specific way that turmeric can smell when it's mixed with cold grease. That is like a lot of how I remember showing up to work and smelling that before the fryers are on at the restaurant me and Freeman used to work at.
It's got to be there.
So I don't know. It's not that I hate turmeric because it's fucking fantastic, but yeah, every now and then I'll just catch a whiff of it in a certain way where it's just like some stale turmeric smell just sends me back there, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna eat for a little while because you know,
yeah,
I just don't feel like it.
It's like smelling the dumpster at the back of a Subway. Really,
You're
really
always
Subway
sniffing
for
around.
This is a very specific smell.
Never smelled that in my life.
Never smelled it in me. Yep. No.
Yeah,
It's
what
terrible.
a weird
You
experience.
smell anything over the
Yeah.
bread?
No, for me though, it has to be peas, just because I was at Boy Scouts when I was younger, and very embarrassingly didn't know we were supposed to bring our own food, and so we just got whatever leftovers people had, and they were getting rid of peas, and so that's like all I ate for a day and a half was canned peas, and canned corn also can get fucked. Both of those I can never again, like, well, I take that back. Like, I can eat corn. I'm not a big baby bitch about it, but like, I definitely will never put peas in something myself or corn myself outside of crawfish boils.
Damn dog.
Right. So is that just like English peas or like snap peas?
No,
snap
I
peas,
fuck with
like an
snap
old
peas.
pea
It's
family guy?
definitely English peas. Snap peas I fuck with because they have
Freezer
the texture, the
peas?
crunch.
Sorry.
freezer
Peas and freezer
Freezer
corn.
peas are a way of life.
It's the
Yeah,
shit.
That's a
yo.
way of life.
I will eat your
Yep.
peas any day.
You're more than.
I don't know. Like,
That's
how long has
promise.
it been since you had those? Like, have you gone back to it any time
Oh
recently?
yeah, like I said, I've had peas. Like down here, like Spanish rice will oftentimes have corn, peas, and carrots in it. So like I will eat it in that. I just, if you give me peas on the side of my plate, I am a toddler using my spoon to push it onto the table.
Respect.
As long as you give peas a chance.
You did that.
Oh, the setup. The
The
setup.
rare intro hero
Too
point.
bad there are no hero points in intro banter.
Damn.
Disagree.
It says that in the rules, too.
I don't have anything that I can think of where a specific instance has ruined a food for me, but if it comes from the ocean, it can just fuck off.
Oh,
I could just
wow.
stay there. I was like, what are you?
Okay.
That's okay.
That is probably the hottest take of the episode.
Yeah, dude.
That's-
I mean,
what?
Mm.
That's
Scott,
bold.
don't you come from the ocean?
No,
But you're a beach bum.
I am adjacent, ocean adjacent. Don't get me
Ocean
wrong.
adjacent.
Well, that's why he hates the ocean so much. All his ancestors got eaten by sharks and shit.
So you're the duck of the ocean. That's what you're saying.
Don't get me wrong. I wish I liked it. I understand how 90% of the world loves it. It's a huge food group that I don't eat. And don't get me wrong, I will eat shrimp. I think that's like shrimp and prawns is as far as I'll go. And if they are too fishy, then no. But like salmon, fuck off. Crab, suck it.
Oh, no way.
Lobster, I shit on lobster. Just, I ain't about it.
Like,
Well,
don't get me wrong,
that's just being accurate to history.
I don't love a lot of seafood either. I'm not. I could absolutely leave shrimp and prawns behind forever. Crab and lobster, meh. It's not special to me. I do enjoy a well cooked fish, and I love a good scallop, a really good scallop, and it is scallop, not scallop. Fuck off.
No one said
I
anything
love
for
a
me.
scallop. It's
No
crazy.
one's coming for you.
So we grew up with a sailboat, our family. My granddad built it. So our summer trips would be sailing. And, you'd be going harbor to harbor, port to port. And I would go out in our dinghy, put down crab traps, catch crab. We'd kill them. They'd be eaten on the dock with fresh melted butter. People would kill for that. For me, I would go back inside and make Kraft Dinner or Mr. Noodles for myself and eat that while everyone else had this amazing meal.
Amazing.
Right on. Good for you for sticking to your guns.
I'll still try it too. If there's seafood somewhere, I'll give it a taste just in case. But to this
I'll
day,
cook you mussels someday. I think I might change your mind.
Oh yeah, mussels. I've come around to mussels over many years. I did not like them originally, but I don't know what it is, but I've come around to them. Oysters can
I
fuck
fucking
right off.
love oyster.
what if there's
love
vodka
oysters.
in it though? I'll eat an oyster with
Oysters,
vodka.
no. Oyster is the most pointless thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the snot of the sea.
Yeah, they're probably my least favorite.
It's awful. There's the only thing that makes an oyster good is the sauce, which means the oyster is pointless. Eat the sauce. It's so dumb. I don't
Let's-
get it.
Let's not attack dips on this show.
No, there's some really good oysters out there.
This show's a big fan of dips,
but-
and that's what it is. Oysters the vessel for the dips.
Yeah.
Like
I'll tell you.
I also don't like oysters, but yeah.
I mean, I can't really say much because I'll just eat any and all of the seafood. So even the worst of it, I'm like, as long as it's not rotten, fucking give it to me, bud.
I'd say, given that James and I have been at this for a lot longer than SCT has been going, it's sometimes it is a little bit hard to keep track of like what you've talked about on there or not. And there's a part of me that feels like I've said this already, but maybe I haven't. But mushrooms are my weakness, and I hate that they're my weakness. I hate them. I absolutely hate mushrooms of every variety. I try them probably every 6 months to test it. As so many people have told me, you just got to try them this way. I cannot do them. The texture, the smell, the flavor, everything about them. And apparently they go with everything. But I cannot muster the guts to consume like to chew and bite into mushrooms. It's awful. And I'd never thought about it literally until now. But Cam, I think you kind of spurred it on for me. I had this visceral memory of when I was a kid eating like spaghetti and with vegetables in it, and I was like picking the vegetables out of the sauce kind of thing, and I didn't want to eat them, and my mom was like, "You're not allowed to leave the dinner table until you finish the meal," kind of thing. And we were sitting there with this lump of like sauce and veggies that I hated, and my memory is kind of telling me now maybe it was mushrooms, and I remember like doing my last ditch effort to eat it and like gagging it into the trash can. I couldn't do it, and I kind of wonder if that's why I still hate mushrooms. I'm not really sure.
How do you feel about like the aroma of cooking mushrooms? Because it's like really rich and can be sweet and pretty drastic. Not a fan.
The place I worked at during COVID would do like these rosemary mushrooms like on the huge like cooking sheet, and they would put them into the walk-in fridge to cool. And I remember going in there to change a keg and literally gagging at the smell. I could not. I was like killing me. I couldn't do it. Awful.
So you would absolutely hate the situation that our players are in now, where Lumpage is charred an entire hallway of mushrooms.
I was gonna do it if James didn't.
God damn.
I knew I was goading you for the mushrooms because I knew you hate mushrooms. So thank you for walking into that, bud.
Okay, there are no hero points in intro banter, but I will give one for that segue. That was prime.
Duncan's pissed right now for Give Peas a Chance.
Duncan's so pissed.
Can Duncan have mine for Give Peas a Chance?
I just didn't think you were walking into that one. I thought you were setting
Oh,
up.
I had no idea. I was not thinking about it at
Jesus.
all. I was too wrapped up in my own visceral hatred of mushrooms.
I thought you might be. I was about to hold your hand and walk you down that.
That
hall,
was really
you
good.
got there yourself. Yeah.
You got me. Holy shit.
Also, shout out, I hated mushrooms until I started working at the keg. Their sauteed mushrooms, fucking fire. Okay, go on.
You could blooper that.
No, I'm just going to try to never hear it again. That's awful.
Yeah, so this hallway of cooked mushrooms in the what did I say? The sort of different bits of light and spark and whatever Lump just did with some crazy. What did you drink? To light this hallway on fire? We've walked in like, I drink a potion and breathe fire. That's what I remember.
It's called Red Dragon's Breath Potion, and we got it like last floor. And I've been trying to find a place to put it or use it, and then I was like, "Oh, hallway full of vegetation, perish."
Yeah, that's good. It is good. It's a great idea.
Nice.
I'll give you a hero point for it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm feeling so generous.
I know.
I so feel so generous right now.
But yeah,
it's a great idea, because the last time you encountered a bunch of fungus was like violet fungus before you joined Cam in like floor 2. Floor 3, sorry, the library, and it was dangerous.
We did also encounter it in this floor like 2 episodes ago near the Gug.
Well, there's a lot of bioluminescent mushrooms. We come across like molds and stuff as well, so that's fair. There are other instances, but good. It's a good strategy to be like, don't trust that. But yeah, amongst the ignition of this flora, you discovered a very, very narrow, not narrow, that's not the right word. You discovered the outline, the faint outline of a door that seems to be very well hidden within the wall ahead of you. And it has a concave indentation along in the midst of the door.
Is it about the size of a lens?
It is.
Chest bump it.
Just like try to do the key card thing, like, come on, No. But Lump will pull up part of their breastplate, tearing the flesh away with a small as they reach in and pull out the lens covered in their blood before pressing it against the indentation.
And it triggers the door to open
Oh shit.
the moment you touch it. And you have in front of you revealed a large circular room is made of pale stone covered with dust. And at its center is a single stone-lipped pit. A twisting ribbon of blue light coils and twists in the air around it, extending from the ceiling into the pit. The stone of the ceiling and the walls of the pit undulate in eerie light, as though the stone itself were suffering.
Lump will make room for others to take a peek, moving up the stairway, and sees that it continues further up, it looks like.
It continues further up, and it doesn't take long for you to discover that the stairway is blocked by a whole lot of collapsed rubble.
All right. While we
Thoughts, Scott?
Well, this was from the Devil's Floor, I believe, where we couldn't go down in that main hallway area.
Yep.
I believe this is the route that Volok took down, like went into his little bug form, because he couldn't get past the force wall and just...
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, through the rubble, you're saying. Yeah.
Lump will cast a quick detect magic to confirm that that's probably negative energy swirling around, and then
very much, yeah.
Yeah.
Which would now be considered void energy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is the same, and it's an obviously increased diameter like than you've seen before, like you saw above when Belcor first confronted you on the devil level there. And that's fun to say, devil level. And yeah, it's. But here's the thing that stands out the most, and it's dangerous to approach, of course, but that is a pit in the center. You've never seen a pit in one of these footprints of the lighthouse before. There is a way down, literally, from here, within that pit.
Can Ruff do an Arcana or a Lore Nimbaloth and or Lore Abomination Vaults?
I think Lower Abomination Vaults is quite appropriate. What is it you're looking for with this check?
To confirm for himself what he imagines it is. A, that it's void energy. B, that it's the power source for the gauntlet. And C, that it is emanating from down below.
Okay. Go ahead.
The 24.
You do indeed think that the source of this energy that's been permeating through the footprint does come from below. You 24. Okay. It's not super high. I'll give you like a flash of like, you know that the power of the void energy around these footprints is more and more powerful each level you go down further. So stepping into this light is much more dangerous than, say, the one in the librarian level that Gilda had stepped into. And from here, you know, you have this like vague sense of, I guess, the architecture or the layout, the floor plans of the Abomination Vaults, and you think that the drop down into this hole, without having to approach it, is about 100 feet. It's pretty significant.
Whoa. Wait, we know that the hole's 100 feet deep just from looking at it from the side?
The pit leads down over 100 feet to a similar chamber. No, you don't even know by looking at it. It's rough. For some reason, has this architectural knowledge in his mind.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't tell from where you're standing, but he knows it.
Anybody who's close to him can actually see like the hairs on the back of his neck raise as he's investigating this arcane, occult, dissonant energy signature. There was a volume in Otari. Building plans. No. The Fore logos. Schematics. Diagrams. Structural. Ancient. This, I believe, is built upon those. It goes very, very far down. And the sheer negativity, the absence of positivity, the void, the darkness that this energy emanates is much more powerful here than it is in levels below. We are close to our journey's end. But this is not the way down.
And Tulok standing behind Ruff, looking into the room over his shoulder, ponders the fact that he has this information. The further into the journey they get, the less he is surprised by anything. But how can he know this? He merely nods. You're right. We shouldn't take this path. Do your best to remember, Ruff. It seems there is so much more yet to discover.
Do my best to remember. Whose experiences, Sage Tulok? Whose experiences should I remember first?
Open your mind.
And that glyph of Pharasma around his eye just flashes. Trust me, Sage. My mind is open. There is just too much to single out. Damn it! There has to be another way down. There must be. Perhaps it is time to try the door with the warning.
There will be, my friend. There's always another way. We have found it on every single floor. We will make our way back there. But Lump seems to have an idea. And he looks to the east, and Lump has already moved back into the hallway, facing south.
You can, at a distance, tell Lump is getting more and more angry at the touristy bullshit of let's go stare into the pit. And is like, Cam is very interested in these stories and wants to like fucking loves it, but Lump is just like, we don't have time. Heroism is ticking. Let's go.
You're kind of not slowly turning into a Tulok time crunch. Like, gotta go. Tulok has always been the driving force of there's no time. And like suddenly Lump seems to be like, you know, exponential that.
Yeah, and Tulok looks at it, feels like a hypocrite after being called a hypocrite for another reason, but I think that he's not scared by the driving force, but he's worried the reason behind it.
And Nick was not too interested in all of that swirly crap because it scared him. So seeing Lump kind of get into action, I think he just was kind of looking around lost and would just kind of follow Lump because Lump looked like they knew what they were doing.
Nick's just looking for his opportunity to be a hero, isn't he? Like he's just waiting for like the show.
Is there something there that I can poke with a stick?
Yes.
That's our booster gold.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself, my friend. Perhaps beyond this door.
Sword drawn, avoid notice.
Sword drawn, avoid notice. Lump, you make your way to the door in this tight little hallway here, where I had originally prompted you with a pungent smell. You can actually tell now, like it's very fortuitous that the smell is not unlike the smell you created with breathing fire down the hallway of fungus, but there was a little bit of an extra, I guess, maybe salty edge to it. Something that is a little more, sorry, Scott, seafoody.
Somebody cooked in here.
As Tulok avoids notice, I would like to mention that I am taking telepathy. Oh God.
Telepathic?
Someone else say it.
Telepathic?
Yeah, no.
Telepathy.
Telepathy.
Telepathy. It's been so long.
Is that your mental spell that you chose for the day or something?
Yes.
With your occult evolution.
That's right. Another one I can't say.
Scott's got to tell.
Through the magic of editing, we got there.
So
And Lump will kick in the fucking door.
you kick in the door, and you are met with a haze of smoke with a pungent but not entirely unpleasant scent that emanates from a large copper cauldron atop a bed of coals on a dais to the immediate east. There's a metal rack over the basin that holds several brown and purple eggs, each about the size of a human head, pretty large, cooking in the smoke. And the walls are painted with sweeping lines. Most importantly, though, this room is filled with humanoids that are down on their knees, meditating in front of this cook fire, sort of taking in whatever is happening in front of them, as if it were reverent. But you kick the door in, which is quite loud, and the one at the very back lifts its head and turns it towards you, as if to wonder why you've disturbed them. As the rest continue a sense of meditation.
Are you going to let us pass, or are we going to have a problem?
The creature slowly stands up
Lump, be calm.
and turns towards you. What language do you speak in?
I only have common and elven, so common.
So common, okay. This creature does not seem to understand what you said, but stands like firmly and kind of, rests their muscles in, what you would assume is the first step before putting a hand on a scabbard. And these creatures, they're very humanoid. They look like, I'll show you a picture real quick. So very pale skin, hooded, kind of scarf across their face, dressed in dark clothes, kind of like white kind of eyes. You would assume adapted to the dark.
Something out of Bloodborne.
Looks like it's wielding a Kopesh and a Kukri.
Oh, it's got some blades at its waist. Yeah, big time. It is definitely armed, and it looks confident. Even from where you're standing, Lump, you catch the brief sight of more than a few of these creatures, but there is one certainly that is wielding a much larger weapon than the rest and much heavier armor as well. But only the one has stood up. The rest are in meditation, dare I say it, prayer.
Do we smell anything? Like, this gives me like ayahuasca trip kind of vibes.
Oh, it's that absolutely, like the waft through is like pungent. Like I said, it's like pungent, like kind of fungus being burnt, and there's like a sort of salty smell in the air. You might even catch a bit of a hum from the group, but not like a chant.
Tulok pushes past Nick and steps into the room beside Lump. and I'd like to try a recall knowledge as I do this.
'Twill be a society. You are not sure.
Son of a biscuit.
Lump, I see you rolled as well. You were even less sure.
Yep, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Time for fighting.
But as you step into the room, basically you said your piece, then you step in, and this creature now puts its hands on its weapons. Everyone else is still kind of like in meditation over this cook fire with eggs spread over top. Roll me a perception check, Lump.
31 for perception.
They are very much tool eggs,
All right.
like you just
Yep.
sold.
Son of a bitch.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, seriously, unless one of y'all steps up, like Lump is already just gonna be hand turning into a whip and like, let's go.
Well, I'm already stepped up.
Yep.
So Tulok raises his hands in a gesture of peace. And understanding that they don't speak common, would like to start going through some of the languages that they know and try to speak with this creature. So let's say going through Aklo, and then here's another word I can't say, is the new word for, is it undercommon? Is Chthonian?
Chthonian. No, that's not the new word for undercommon. Sackfroth is. Chthonian is. Oh shit! What did that replace? Chthonian's really in the realm of like
Abyssal.
abyssal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah.
It's under the remaster changes.
Yeah.
And then Necril, Elven, Diabolic. We'll go through that list and just say things along the lines of, "We wish you no harm. Please treat with us. Our apologies for invading your feast."
You're regardless of what language you try, you are met with stern eyes and no response. Doesn't seem to register what you're saying.
Okay, I will cast Translate.
Okay.
Heighten to 3rd. And then
Which does what exactly?
I can now speak and hear
Okay.
and understand the language for an hour.
Okay. So it's a two-way street at level 3. What are you saying?
Yeah. We mean you no harm.
How do you know what language to translate to?
The spell does it.
Because they
That-
haven't spoken yet.
That's what Translate does. It just makes it universal kind of thing. I'm pretty sure. Is it not?
Oh,
Oh, that's true, because I have to hear the language first.
yeah.
Oh, you can understand the meaning of a single language. It is hearing or reading when you cast a spell. Yeah.
Not that I'm against it. I just know for a
No,
fact
it's a good
they
call.
haven't
No.
used a word, so that you don't know what you're translating
Yep,
yet.
that's true.
Mhm.
I didn't even think about the fact I hadn't spoken yet. I don't use that then.
Indeed.
If you guys communicate that this is Chul eggs, Ruff can step in and try Thalassic, which is the Aquan language that the Chul speak. Because this appears to be some sort of reverie.
Really? I got the idea that they were like cooking them. But
Yeah.
maybe my mental image is off.
No, for sure.
they are absolutely cooking the eggs, but there is a sense of meditation, reverence, and prayer at the same time. So it's both. Definitely both.
Ruff, join us. We should be together in here.
What are we interrupting? And he'll try and... I'm not going to do a stage whisper, but he's whispering that to Locke and Lump.
We are trying to make peace and move through this room. They seem to be praying or meditating to this fire, this food.
Can Ruff recognize any of the weapons they're wielding specifically?
Yeah, what they have are effectively short swords. They look exotic, but they are short swords, except for the one in the center, who appears to be wielding Something akin to a greatsword.
Okay. Because in Galarian, much like in our world, different weapons come from different cultures. So if it
Definitely,
was something like a
yeah.
Kukri or a Kopesh, that would signal him to try a Siriani first. But since
For sure, yeah.
I'm sure
It's
you guys point out that it's Chulegs,
yeah.
so he'll go with Thalassic first.
yeah. If you want to roll your own recall knowledge here, you definitely can. Society.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
I would like to attempt to aid.
Lore Abomination Bolts?
All rough walks in, and you do the old join pass.
I'm just going aid with society, and then
Okay.
Tulak says, "Look at their weapons. They must be from somewhere." Blah 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 blah. 31.
I will say that Lore Abomination Vaults is not going to cut it on this one.
Okay. Well, if a 31's an aid, that's a 22, because I believe an aid just gets a +1. I can
Okay.
remember that.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's a 21 flat, and he will just try Thalassic, because I don't feel like 21's going to get it.
Well, no, it does actually.
Oh, cool.
These are creatures known as Caligni. They are creatures that lurk in subterranean cities and creep to the surface to steal and stalk and make mischief most often. They tend to each serve a specific role and grow into specific forms as determined by supernatural traditions and influences within Caligni society. Regardless of their size or role, all Calignis are gaunt with pale flesh and white eyes, and some surface dwellers call the Caligni dark folk, a term they dislike because it doesn't reflect either their appearance or character, only their environment. That being said, the very bulky one in heavy armor with the bigger sword, you don't quite know what that one is on that roll, but it seems very different. Must be one with a very particular role. What I will tell you is that they speak their own language, known as Caligni, but they also do speak Sackfroth, Undercommon.
They are called Caligni. They come to the surface. And they... mutate is not the correct word. They,
Evolve.
molt. Yes, I suppose that would fit. They evolve into different aspects based on tradition and form. You can tell with the large one and the center. Very different. Whatever we do, do not call them dark folk.
Stage whisper.
Yeah. Dark folk. They hate that. But they do speak under Sackfroth and their own language, Caligni, neither of which I'm capable of. But perhaps, Sage, with your wisdom and your power, you may now translate.
I would absolutely love to, but as a voice in my head pointed out, I must be hearing or reading the language in order to speak it.
You know what language it is now, though. So you're not taking a shot in the dark. Well, I mean, or that would be my interpretation of the spell.
I'm
Will's
okay with that.
intended
I'm
versus
okay with
Rob.
that interpretation. Yeah. But does no one speak Sackfroth in this party?
No.
Really? Damn.
I would
No,
be.
somebody definitely
Nope.
speaks Sackfroth, but it might be Krugga.
Krugga
'cause-
did.
Krugga,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know if he speaks much of anything right now.
Yeah, so Krugga's still in our party, so Sackfroth still comes up under our party.
Yeah,
languages.
fair enough. Yeah. Because Krucka is not dead, I did not remove him from the party.
Okay. Well, Tulak will cast a spell,
Okay.
and we'll use their own language. We come in peace. My name is Tulak. These are my friends.
Hey, be quiet. Only speak directly to the one that has engaged us. It is very clear we are interrupting something. And not necessary, just try and get us out of here, Mr. Tulak.
And Tulak focuses on the main creature. We only wish to pass through and pardon our interruption. Diplomacy roll? Make an impression?
Go for it.
Nick would like to aid.
Yeah, D that diplomacy.
29 on the age.
32.
This creature like sees you cast a spell, kind of braces itself, and then you start to speak in a way that it understands, and it's a little ever so slightly disarmed by that fact, and cocks its head, says, "Have you heard from Earthagul?"
Intriguing. Do I recognize this name?
You
I
don't.
Can I make a roll on it?
Yeah, sure. Society.
Ooh, that's a 6 on it. I'm going to re-roll that. Hero point. Oh, fuck. I rolled another... So, 33 for diplomacy and 2 19s in a row for society.
No, you've never heard of Earthagul.
I know not of whom you speak. Is that someone within these abomination vaults?
It is who we await for signs. We here cook our last to survive. You should speak to Dulak. Dulak will tell you of our cause.
Where do I find this Dulak?
She is the custodian.
Tell me where to find her.
And the Killagny just turns and points to the southernmost door. In this room, of course, you see the door that led to the sort of stairs, south of where you fought the Gug, and you weren't sure to go. There is a door immediately south of you, but to the west as well. But it's directing you, and there's one. There's so many doors in this goddamn thing. It's hard to do on an audio medium. It's killing me sometimes. There is. There's one to the west. There's one to the southeast and the southwest. The one they're directing you is the southwestern one.
What is your name?
Never mind my name.
Freeman, you silly bitch.
Jason. Boy.
My name is Norman, but that is none of your business.
Storm and Norman, may we pass in peace.
For now.
Again, pardon the interruption. And Tulak will move.
What did they say?
Follow me. We are to speak with their leader, and we may pass in peace.
You see this Killagny look at you, Lump, look directly at you as Tulak passes, catches you in the eye, and then turns away and goes back down to its knees, exposing its back to you in meditation.
Ruff stands there, diligent, waiting.
Lump has rolled a self-imposed will saving throw.
Yeah, it felt right.
I love it. I know exactly what you're doing, and I love it.
Yeah.
And you rolled very high.
Yeah, I did. Lump is incredulous at Tulak turning his back to a bunch of what look like fucking cultists to go talk to a leader, leaving us with 6 people behind our backs, and is absolutely not having it, and is going to stay posted at this door and let Tulak make his own adult decisions.
Okay.
Nick's gonna step into the room, but seeing the others not follow Tulak, he's gonna stick in that entry in the northwest, thinking, "Fuck, I don't want to have to fight this room full of guys."
If Nick's body language says that their intent is to stay here with Lump, Ruff will go with Tulak and kind of gesture both of them back out the door, like waving. You know, this is a holy space.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, it's a very tense moment. Yeah, but it seems very reverent and holy for them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, even for Ruff, like the religions he's experienced that have died over the years, his other personalities, he knows better than anyone. A cult is just a religion that hasn't hit mainstream yet.
Mm-hmm. You crack open the door to a lovely 5-foot hallway that goes about 15 feet. There was a door immediately to your east, but then it branches out at the southern side to the west. Or, sorry, turns the corner, I should say.
Ruff stays close to Tulok, and he's no longer avoiding notice. I think he'll be scouting.
Okay. You get to the southern part, and you can see, again, the hallway loops over to the south, but there is a door leads to the north if you go a little farther west. Yeah, so you get a door just behind you that you seem to have passed by, and one ahead of you, and then another corner to turn on the hallway.
Okay. Pain in the ass guy. Shitty directions.
I'm literally saying what's there.
Not you.
You're the one.
Not you.
You're the one who could see it.
The cultist.
Okay.
The cultist.
Oh, the cultist.
Yeah, he's talking about Norman.
Talking about fucking Norman. God damn it.
Tulok turns back towards his companions. Psst. Follow us.
Lump shakes their head no.
And Nick will scurry after.
Hate New Lump.
You literally are insane. Maybe not insane, but like this is a risk that Lump is just like, but
So you're just
seeing
gonna stay there by
Kaj-
yourself?
Once Nick Kaj leaves, like, just shakes her head no, and just
Now
wanders
Lump is
over.
doing cronk down the wall, just like back to the wall,
Yep.
skirting along,
just
taking his
absolutely
time.
confused, and is going to close the door behind them to be polite, unlike Tulok.
In Tulok's defense, he thought you were following.
Yeah, who didn't want to block your way to save his ass?
So I'm gonna cast detect magic here, and also will turn to Lump and say, "Do you detect any creatures around us?"
Lump just shakes their head no.
Yeah, you definitely detect magic. Yep.
Okay, so I get to know the pinpoint of the highest rank of magic, like an imprecise sense.
Seems to be just on what would be your left beyond the door. That being said, I guess like well, yeah, just on your left. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Moving down this hallway, Tulok has gone south past a door, then to the west, and then the hallway continues to go south from here with a door just to his north and just to his south.
Yep.
He will open the northern door.
Okay, you open the door to a sparsely appointed chamber that contains a single mat.
Ooh, interesting.
In the far corner of the room, and a small desk on the southern wall with an iron strongbox sitting under it. A bowl with some gray gruel and a spoon, the only items you can see on the desk as you peek your head around the corner. But more specifically, you see two creatures. One that looks quite a bit like, in many ways, like the other Caligny, that looks like this, holding, or at least at quick disposal, a dual-headed flail. And more importantly, you see this creature floating next to it.
Ooh.
This legless, skeletal torso floating with like this strange, almost stitched mask over its skull.
I want one.
It looks like the skeletons that are trying to fight you on the roller coaster in Donkey Kong Country 2. Diddy's Conquest.
That's
Directly
hyper-specific,
inspired by.
but I get it. Just pull out an Ultra Ball. I feel like you can get it with one.
How do they react?
Yeah, they both turn kind of in a little bit of surprise. It's hard to gauge the floating undead-looking creature, since it has no real facial expression. And even the other one is a little bit hard to read because they tend to wear scarves or what have you over their face. But there is a sense, at least from the Caligny, of surprise from their body language.
Tulok says, Dulok, is that your name?
It translates still going, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I am Dula. And you are?
My name is Sage Tulok. We've come from the surface. We are moving through this place, deeper below. May I ask your business here?
We serve Earthagul and the random purveyances they speak.
Tulok turns to Ruff. Do you know Earthagul? A deity.
Can I do religion, or does that fall under occultism?
Your choice.
That's a natural one for a 15 occultism. Earthagul. Earthagul. His eyes become like this bright ice blue. I knew an Earthagul in Absalom once. We met at a pub way back when. Wild night. No, I do not. I do not think I know this particular Earthagul.
Tulok turns back. Does Earthagul find Belcora or Nimbala an ally?
Earthagul absorbs the ramblings of the caves, and he translates them when he deigns to speak. But he can no longer, for we have been cut off by the wisps, which is unfair. We journey.
Which wisps?
The wisps within the stairs will lead to the speaking caverns.
Ah, yes.
What business is it of yours anyway?
I have heard your Earthagul. I have been there.
You have stepped through the steps. You have climbed the stairs. You have spoken to the whispers.
We came another way, but yes, the whispers have spoken my mind. If we remove these wisps, can we call you ally?
Perhaps. Yes. If you are to remove the wisps, and should you find more sustenance for our kind, help us to survive. We are at our wit's end. And you can see the undead creature turn towards the Caligny in like a menacing manner. And you hear this like weird non-vocal hiss at the proposition of accepting your help.
Do you eat anything other than Chul eggs?
Of course we do. What sort of stupid question is that? We eat what is available.
A little tiny paw just appears in the doorway holding a sausage roll.
What is this magnificent spice aroma I smell?
Tulok pulls out a ration from his bag and offers it forth.
And this like this strange floating creature just like edges closer to the Caligny. And the Caligny is like corner of her eye, like unsure what to do. You could feel this, like there's this weird oppressive manipulation happening. You're watching it in front of you.
Do I think that the skeleton creature is in charge, or that she is in charge?
I have rolled a perception check for you, and you think she's in charge. But this creature has some sort of unfair manipulation over her.
Hate that.
Yeah, it's a situation in a room that's really hard to read. If you want, I would say it's very fair that you've stepped into the room. If someone else wants to have a bit of a visual, because right now on the map, like it's like only Tulak can see what's going on, but it makes sense if Tulak is in the room and talking, and someone else can see what's going on behind Tulak as well.
Yeah, I want to know what this creature is. I rolled a natural 20 for a 34.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Really want
This
to
is
know.
what is known as an Aub. OWB. Aubs or lesser Aubs are by more powerful Aub prophets. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Most of these mysterious creatures focus on this, very specifically are focused on manipulating Caligny culture. These things are designed for exactly this. Among Calignies, an Aub hides from mortals they deem beneath them, even including Calignies in their charge. An Aub prefers to select one Caligny leader to control from the shadows, manipulating them using charisma and magic. Through coercion of such agents, Aubs maintain a steady hand in the politics of the community, either blessing and breaking pacts with other creatures or acting as intermediaries and ambassadors between Calignies and powerful external entities. They are originally denizens of the Shadow Plane. They appear as I more or less described, humanoid torsos covered in translucent funeral veils of shadow. These strange veils over their heads. And they tend to just mumble curses and threats and strange bits of forlorn augury, which you might now surmise is exactly what's happening. This thing is just like whispering these haunting things to this Caligny, trying to influence its thoughts and its decisions.
Old wispy bastard.
Yeah.
Lump will stride.
There's a lot more I can give you, but like that's most pertinent to the situation.
Yep. Lump is going to push past Tulok, and hand will shift into a Morning Star. And fight time.
Whoa.
Roll for initiative.
Lump.
Just barrels through. Oh, here we go. I love it. Let's go initiative. Lump, you roll first. What do you got?
I rolled an 11 for a 28.
Okay. Tulok, you're in the room. What do you get? Let me guess, you're going to fight for a certain...
27.
Okay, never mind. Ruff, you're kind of next in the hallway.
So I got a 19, but I'm wondering if that's not natural comes into play. This is a 4th level feat that gives me a +1 circumstance bonus to all initiative checks if at least one of my enemies is an aberrant, fey, mutant, or undead, or from a plane other than the material plane, as long as this takes place in a wilderness region.
It's a lot of specifics here.
I think your last line fucked you.
I don't think it did actually. As much as this has worked stone, you're kind of really in the Darklands at this point, or getting close to it. So I think that counts, and it's definitely a creature. There's at least one creature from a different world than the material plane, so I think it counts.
That's a 20 per initiative. Long walk to a short increase.
Long walk to something that changes nothing, and I love it. And Nick?
Nick's got a 30.
Nick's got a 30. First up is going to be the Caligny, who is going to... Oh, damn. Is going to... Yeah, it's going to go ahead and just lift its hand. Well, it doesn't... It kind of has this, like, crazy flail in one hand. So one hand free, just gonna cast a spell. We're going to cast it at the intruder Lump here. Lump, roll me a will save. And this has...
Does it have any fear traits or...
It has incapacitation,
Okay.
mental, and occult. Yep.
That is a 2 on the die for an 18. Is that a failure?
Why do you ask?
Because I get to know before I decide if I want to use a hero point.
It is a failure, yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that hero point. Does a 19 work?
Oh my god. You just went from a critical failure to a failure.
Hell yeah.
Worth it.
Worth it. This is a 3rd rank spell, so I think incapacitation is coming into effect here.
Yes, it would go up to a success.
Up to a success. They cast Paralyze on you. You are stunned 1 instead of paralyzed for 1 round. So definitely worth it. Followed up by a casting of Shield on self. And next up is going to be the Aub, who is going to, let's see here, step float away from you to the corner, and cast, gonna cast a 30-foot cone away from itself, hitting both Lump and Tulok. Do I need a save? Do I need a save? Do I need a save? Oh my god, why doesn't it say I need a save?
Yes.
I was gonna say it must be. Cone is reflex save. Wait, is it?
Alright.
Hold on. This is a crazy spell because it lists a reflex or a will save.
Oh, is
as
it
options.
Shadow Blast?
It is Shadow Blast, yeah.
Yeah, so we get to decide which one we roll.
Oh, you get to decide. Okay.
Well, I rolled a reflex saving throw, natural 20 for a 34.
Okay. Right.
Hey.
You get to choose.
I know because I have a bard that casts this all the time.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah, I got a 28.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a success. Obviously, we have a critical success. So, assuming it's basic, it's going to be totally safe, and then regular save, regular damage or half damage. Oh fuck! I rolled terrible. Take 7 damage. Of which I'm going for spirit, so 7 spirit damage. That's terrible. This thing just like does everything it can and just boom blast you, and you just seem to be ready for it. It's awesome. And that brings us to Nick.
Okay, Nick is hearing a ruckus in there. So he's gonna go. Oh, it's a very small room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is going to follow that ruckus to the. Oof. Does he want to get right next to them?
He kind of has to. He can't share the same space as Tulak. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I just wasn't sure if he was going to get to Tulak and stop, but no, he's got to get in there and get his hands dirty. So he's going to be directly to the east of the Aub.
The
And he is
Aub.
going to stab. Take a stab to the northwest at the Dulak.
Oh, you're gonna go for the Dulak. You're going for the Caligny. Okay.
32 to hit
Yep, that hits.
for 14 piercing.
Okay.
Third action is just going to be a attack with a map -5 for a 31
Nice.
to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
We're in the thick of it now.
Yeah.
Another 16.
So this creature was just like kind of backed in the corner. It was just cast a spell. You come rolling in past Tulak, and it's just trying to defend itself after casting the spell. And yeah, you just like start jabbing at it, and this floating,
Jabbity jab.
weird, undead-looking thing is like floating over you.
I guess, like, to set the scene, I didn't get a chance to describe any of what they were saying before Lump just charged in. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair that Nick doesn't even know what the fuck is going on and would just come in and
No, for
attack
sure.
what looks like the leader.
Just coming in and
Yeah,
swinging.
they hit Lump with a spell.
Well, it started attacking what looks like the more corporeal of the two.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that is gonna bring us to Lump.
Lump
Stunned
is
1.
Yep. Is gonna go ahead and you know what? Shift into a whip instead of the Morning Star, and this will have the same. Excuse me. But it will be a trip against the Aub.
Okay.
That is a 39
With a natural 20.
Damn.
with a
No
natural
less.
20. I forgot about that. part.
Yeah, I mean, it is a flying creature, so yeah, it's it's gonna suddenly drop out of the air as you manage to, I don't know, wrangle the whip around its ribcage and pull it
And
down.
slam it into the ground. Yeah, for 2 points of bludgeoning
Take a
damage.
little bit of bludgeoning. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep. And then that is
Okay.
all 2 of my actions. And then to Nakash, no, that one. And point at the album.
Nice. Okay, Tulok.
Free action. Tulok turns to Lump and says, "What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? We were treating with these people.
We're not treating with that one.
Why?
This is a lot of talking for 6 seconds.
Are you going to answer or no?"
If Freeman says it's fine,
Yeah.
that creature manipulates those creatures.
So, first action, Tulok is going to try to make an impression on the Duloc.
Mm-hmm.
"Truly, I'm sorry. We see that this creature has power over you. It must be destroyed, but you will be safe." And, oof, natural 3. Fuck it, I'm going to use a hero point.
Well, hold on. What are you trying to accomplish with rolling a check for this?
Trying to
That's
make
what
an
I-
impression.
To what result?
I want
Like, you,
the Duloc to know
So-
that we're not attacking it. We are
Sure.
trying to
Yeah.
free it from...
this is the sort of check that like I've battled with back and forth, and I've been thinking about a lot lately. At like mid combat, it almost doesn't make a lot of sense. Like you
It's
could,
not a
I
thing.
feel like you could just say it, and if I need a check, I can ask for it. But it's like, it just doesn't. It kind of almost doesn't make sense in the heat of very quick combat for you to like change the attitude of a creature by saying a few words. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Unless you have like a very, crucial knowledge.
Charm person or
you know.
something, yeah.
Yeah. Or a magical effect. Yeah. I'm leaning to a different approach to social checks, in general.
I would make the case for exactly what you said, this being a specific social situation that
Mhm.
Tulok is engineering,
Yeah.
being the fact that he's probably the only elf she's ever seen speak their language. So it's hyper specific that he came in specifically speaking Caligny. So maybe she might be more receptive to his words, but I don't know what kind of whole.
Was
I
it
think
Caligny,
the
or was
situation you're describing
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
is
Caligny.
this situation.
But I rolled a natural 1 on my after using my hero point, so
Hmm.
do what you will.
Yeah. But long story short is what I'm trying to say is I don't want you to waste an action on this. Basically,
Okay.
I'm trying to think about a different approach on this, and I want to save you the action cost of like a quick quip in the middle of combat.
Can I
that's
take
not
my hero
gonna
point
have-
back then?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay, so Tulok just says, "Please, we mean you no harm, but this creature, it has power over you, manipulation. Maybe you can't see it, but it must be destroyed. And then we can treat more. We will remove those wisps." And Tulok is going to cast 3 Force Barrage.
Okay. 3 action.
So,
Don't forget to roll all the ones you're supposed to based on the level you're casting it. We've been through this before.
so dumb. So, 39 points of force damage.
Did you get the dangerous sorcery in there?
I had to remove it.
Oh, well, it'd just be adding 3 at the end here then.
Okay.
You cast a rank 3 spell, right?
Yes.
So it doesn't apply to each missile, but it still applies in total.
Right, but I need to... So my dangerous sorcery gives me a +4. But 1 time, right?
Correct. Whatever rank you cast
So I need
it at.
I need to -4 off of each one. Except for the first one. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, so actually, and I was only subtracting 1 because I thought that's what I shipped. Okay, so a lot of math here.
Yeah.
Next time, just
You
roll
roll-
the
you-
D4s in Foundry so that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you don't have to roll on this spell. Because so what I've got here is you roll. I've taken 8, 9, 8, 6, 7, 6. but you need to minus some off that.
4 times 5. 20.
So
Minus 20.
So minus 20. Okay. It did some good damage, but yeah. Really, minus 20? Damn.
I know, it's
What the fuck?
fucking stupid. Dangerous sorcery.
Yeah.
Seems cool. It ain't,
Only applies once. Is that right?
apparently.
Well, unless if there were 3 targets for him to spread it around, it would apply to each one of those. But magic missiles interaction is you combine all of it together.
No. Okay. Yeah. So because it's a single target, you don't spread it as well. Yeah. All right. Still, bam, 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 just like launch this like barrage of force, if you will. Very, very much announcing that's the intended target officially. Raphael, what do you got?
Raphael, playing with his options, decides to go back to a very simple cantrip, and he will spend his first 2 actions casting Phase Bolt. So out of that tattoo on his eye, this blue pharasmic magic just shoots out like an optical blast at the owl.
Okay, you're just in the right spot for line of sight through the door at an odd angle, and you're casting this through your teammates, but ignoring that
Phase
cover,
Bolt's- Yeah, it lowers the cover by 2.
Okay, yeah, which is going to be
Yeah, so that's a 24 to hit.
that'll hit. Yep.
17 piercing,
Okay. Yep.
and he will spend his last action to take cover.
Okay, taking cover around the corner. Beautiful. Back to Dulok the Caligny, who is going to step forward towards Lump and swing their flail, their war flail, in attempt to trip you. In a reflection of your own tactic, natural one.
Go prone.
Ooh. Poor reflection.
Just like fucking whiffs it.
And it is a reflection. I rolled a nat 20. She rolled a nat 1.
And actually literally falls prone themselves. and
Oh, that's gonna feel embarrassing.
keeping
You try
myself
and
in
trip
check.
somebody while standing on a cot.
Keeping myself in check. I did specify that her hand was not on the two-handed weapon, so I'm gonna make sure one of those actions was reposturing, and that's her turn. The Aub is going to, of course, to reach a hand out towards Nick, who has entered the room and targeted the wrong creature, and is going to strike with a wrong attack. Strike with a claw. For 27 to hit.
So as a reaction, he's going to use Dodge Away, which will increase my AC by 1, which will make it a miss.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And I will be able to step to the northwest.
Okay. So this claw
Sick.
comes out, and you just fucking whip over to the side, and it turns and very annoyedly, uses a ranged attack called Burning Cold. It is going to come at you with a 12 to hit. Shit. Natural 2. Fuck me. And then, this is actually so bad for me, and it is going to, God, I don't have much else.
Wasn't it still down?
What's that? It's
prone?
it's still prone, yeah. And it is going to, well, it's going to go ahead and cast shield on itself, just like Dulok did. Guess it's suddenly feeling very vulnerable. And it's your turn, Nick. Now that you've dodged it out of the way.
Is going to target the owl with an intimidating strike.
Mm-hmm.
So a 2-action melee strike, 36 to hit.
That's a crit.
Hell yes.
Hey.
Feel like you do
Yeah.
that.
So 26 piercing.
Okay.
And you will be frightened 2, I want to say.
And,
Frightened 2.
and
And immobilized.
and
Immobilized.
and
And clumsy one.
yeah.
And
From your
clumsy
stupid shit. Oh my god. Will we double check this thing's immune? No, it's not immune to mental. Shit.
Don't roll a 1.
And then we'll just follow that up with an advantageous assault.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go.
For a 29 to hit.
29 is a hit, not a crit. Despite everything.
Wait, with clumsy 2 or clumsy 1,
Yeah,
frightened
no,
2,
it's
off
not, yeah.
guard. That is
It's not far off.
insane.
It's not far off.
No, is it off by 1?
For
No, it's off by
17
2.
piercing.
Okay, 17 piercing. Oh, nailing this creature. Holy shit. What is advantageous?
Oh, you meant this one. Okay.
Oh, it gives you extra bonus damage, yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Nick's a beast.
Nick, it's a beast. Oh my god. All right, Lump. What do you got?
Lump will step and just let out a scream as they bring the the whip down on this creature for a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Describe your kill.
The whip wraps around this creature's neck and Lump tears it off and smashes the skull into the wall.
Okay, yeah. You tear this thing apart. That and it's so obvious in its destruction that it is not the undead you've been fighting so far. It is also not a shadow you've been fighting so far, but it has these elements of shadow. It's this physical being from a shadow-like realm, and you can see a shock on its face, like it's almost disappointment despite its lack of facial features. There is you could tell that you've overcome something that had a very bigger, grander design, and as you smash this thing against the wall, you see Duloc just drop to her knees, just in exasperation, just and kind of like fold over, hands still gripping this big-handled war flail, but those hands, those knuckles just drop to the stone floor, and there's this big heave of relief and exasperation.
Lump turns after slamming the creature, their arm shifting back as they glower over this Caligny on her knees. Why? And then we'll just battle medicine her. And hopefully roll on that one. Come on.
No, that's what we're going to call it.
Aw.
You roll next time.
Damn it.
Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.